What's going on today, everybody? My name is Eric Bland. Today, we're going to be talking about this imaginary bucket. That is right. Sales 101. We're going to bring an imaginary bucket with us. No, we're not trick-or-treating, okay? We are going to sell and we're going to offer services today, commercial services, to clients. And I'm going to show you how I do that. But first, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe below, like, and hit the bell so that way you guys don't miss out on another one of my videos. And I do appreciate it. Channel's growing like crazy, so thank you. All right, let's get into it. The imaginary sales bucket. Why do we have a sales bucket? A lot of times people are giving us information and we are just letting it sit there or pass us by, and we're not collecting it to be able to use against them for ammunition. We call it the ammunition bucket, okay? Why would we carry an ammunition bucket? Now remember, this is not a real bucket that we're going to carry in, but this is going to be a imaginary one that we keep in our head, right? We think in our head, okay, they're going to give us information, so let's keep as many items in there as we possibly can to be able to use that information against them later to go ahead and sell somebody something. There's a difference between selling and clerking. Clerking a sale, here's a clerk. If you guys have been doing this, you're not a salesperson, you're a clerk. Somebody calls you, yes, Mr. Customer, we can gutter clean on that day, not a problem. Thank you very much, see you next Tuesday. Yes, I just sold a gutter cleaning job. No, you didn't. You clerked a sale. You might as well run to the grocery store, watch somebody put something in their cart, take it to the conveyor belt, and bing, put it in the bag. Another thing comes down the conveyor belt, bing, put it in the bag. That is clerking a sale. That is not sales. How to sell is something like this. Mr. Client, you said that you are getting gutter cleaning. When's the last time that you had gutter brightening on the outside of the gutters? Oh, I thought it was one of the same. No, it's a different technique. It's a lot more in depth, so we can definitely do that for you. When's the last time you got your windows cleaned? Inside and outside. Well, I'm really not interested in any of that, but I am kind of interested in getting my gutters whitening. Those need it really badly. All right, Mr. Customer, let's talk about that. Boom. Now you've upsold it. You added to the ticket, right? So you are going to want to take this. We're going to do commercial-wise, though, because a lot of people, I feel like, window cleaning, gutter cleaning, power washing, gutter cleaning, still in commercial, you guys, okay? But let's talk to the window cleaning and pressure washers out there. How to get these commercial accounts. So you're going to take your bucket in with you, not your real bucket, but your imaginary bucket, and there's going to be pieces of advice. We're just going to use these pencils as advice, right? Or things that they are going to tell you, and you're going to use these things against them. Are you going to throw them at them? No, we're going to take them and we're going to put them in our bucket. So let's go ahead. We walk in. One thing that a lot of people don't do is they don't mirror image of the person in front of them. Okay, what does that mean? We're going to mirror somebody's image. If you have a personality A, you walk in, good morning. Good morning, how are you? Right? You walk in personality B, good morning, how are you? You're going to say, great, man, how are you doing? Right? Those are the two different. If somebody is in front of you and they are in the management staff and they have their arms crossed, they're like, good morning, how are you? I'm going to walk up and I'm going to simply cross my hands and arms like this. Good morning. Good. Good to see you. How are you been? Fantastic. Great. Awesome. Cool. Great. Awesome. Right? You're going to mirror their image. Okay. So now we got that out of the way. I mean, that should be like number one thing that you want to do. And you can compliment them and things like that too. There's some other things in there. But let's take this sales bucket with us today. We're going to take this sales bucket and we're going to collect as much information about the person in front of us to see if that is the person I need to talk to, or we need to kind of move them aside to get to that next person, okay? So let's say we walk into a barista place, let's say a coffee shop, and it is Starbucks, okay? So we walk in and you have personality B, you can already see him in, as you're walking in, he's moving and wailing his arms around, not mad, but just excitement. And I noticed that he's got a name tag on, okay? So I say, he says, good morning, welcome to Starbucks. How are you doing this morning? Fantastic, Kyle, how are you? And you're going to be looking at the person right in the eye. Great, Kyle, how are you doing? It's going to throw him off because it's going to be like, okay, obviously he reads my name tag. You just say, it is absolutely beautiful day outside today. How was your drive-in? And he's going to be like, well, I only live right around the corner and it doesn't take me very long, but, I'm never, ever early and my manager hates it. Okay, bing, bing, bing. I have a piece of information that I'm going to put in here. What are you going to put in there, Eric? What did he possibly say? He has a manager and he hates it? No. He has a manager, which means he might not be the highest manager in there to make the decision whether or not they can have the windows clean, okay? Because do I care about how long a drive does he have? How was his drive? I don't really care about how his drive was, right? Well, Eric, you're mean. You just asked the person a question. They don't care about. No, I'm sorry. I really don't. I'm just trying to get him out of the way. Remember, I have a switch where I can switch on and off, right? So I switched it on to make sure I'm trying to get this business. I can switch it off, say, hey, great, we can have a conversation. Awesome. But at the end of the day, I really don't care. I want to know who's there in charge. So he has a manager. Oh my gosh, are you, Kyle, or the manager that you were just talking about that doesn't like you being late? Is he or she in charge of the cleaning, or are you in charge of cleaning? Well, I clean, but he is the one that makes it spick and span. Boom. So he is the one that makes it spick and span. So we're going to put like that one. It's nice that it's red because it's a huge one. We're going to put that right on the bucket. So we have another piece of information in there. If we have, remember, he wasn't the main manager, or he was the other manager that we have in here. The other manager, keeps it spick and span. That's this one. This one in there is the manager that he said he had, that didn't like that he was late, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So we have two pieces of information we could use against him. So then we say to him, we say, all right, Kyle, so you said that he's the one that makes all the decisions. So, how happy is he with the cleaning that you do? Well, I don't know about me, but it is what it is. I'm always late because I play video games at night. So I'm constantly getting up late and running here late. And I said, oh, you play video game? What game are you playing? Oh, I play Fortnite. So I'm going to create a level playing field with him, okay? Fortnite. Why would you put that in there? Well, it's something I can use against him later. You can use Fortnite against him. Well, I can use that as a playing field. So I can say, Kyle, so you said Fortnite. My son loves Fortnite. What is your favorite skin? So now I just totally jarred that kid, right? Number one, I said his name when I first walked in. Now you might not get a name. Maybe you have to compliment the person, okay? To kind of jar them off of what they're trying to sell you. Because he's wanting to sell me a coffee, medium, large, right away. But I jarred him enough to where I said his name, and then now we're talking about something that he absolutely has passion for, so much so that he loses sleep over this Fortnite, all right? And we're going to be talking about the skin that he likes. And it's in Fortnite, so it's like these different outfits that they wear. Do I really care about his Fortnite outfit? No, I don't care about that. But I'm going to use this stuff against him to understand whether or not he's my person. So I could possibly already know that he's not by this one right here. I could possibly, but I'm just digging just a little bit deeper to make sure we can just move him along to the side and go to the next person, right? So I say to him, all right, so he gets mad. What is his name? Oh, Dave. Dave can't stand when I'm late. But, he tolerates me and everything. I said, all right, so Dave makes all the cleaning decisions around here, right? Kyle, and he's like, yeah, he makes all the higher up decisions. So I know right there that I had three pieces of information that I took off of that person that I know that no longer, this is Kyle's bucket. I don't need Kyle's bucket anymore. We can set that to the side, okay? We can set it over here and use it if we have to, right? But now we're gonna go ahead and get a clean bucket, right? We're gonna still have Kyle's over here just in case we have to pull from it, in case the manager tries to tell me some BS story about how Kyle's amazing and on time. And I was like, Kyle said he was always late, right? So I can use that stuff again. So I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna say, so is Dave here? Yeah, Dave's in the back. Can you grab Dave? Tell him Eric's here. I did not jam my business down his throat. I didn't say what we did, right? I just said that he keeps it beautiful and nice in here. I'm not shoving my company down somebody's throat, right? So then Dave comes in. I say, Dave, how are you, sir? He's like, good. What can we do for you? Say, hey, I just wanted to say what a beautiful job you've kept up the store here, and especially the inside. Now, who takes care of the outside for you? Well, I don't really have a person. We had a person, but he doesn't show up on time. piece of valuable information I'm going to stick in here. Had a person but doesn't show up anymore. We're going to throw that in the bucket because that's a good piece of information. So how happy are you with your window cleaner? I'm not very happy at all. Boom, that's another good piece of information. Well, what would it take to, have you maybe have us do your windows? Oh, I don't really want to have a window cleaner again. Dave, let me ask you a question. Is it that you don't want a window cleaner because, let's look in our bucket, he doesn't show up anymore? Yeah, I just don't want to deal with it. What if I tell you, Dave, we have a hassle-free program where we show up every 2 weeks. It's not always on the same day, but every 2 weeks you'll see us. And you have clean windows. Won't that make you a lot happier, Dave? Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, how much are you going to charge me, though? Because the other guy only charged me $25. Well, Dave, so I'm going to stop right there. So I'm going to use this piece of information against him, too, $25, okay? How are you going to use that? So we'll keep this one out because we have a couple pieces of information already for Dave because he gave it to me. I got to use it against him in order to overcome objections, right? So, wouldn't it make sense for us to come out every 2 weeks and take care of that for you? I know you said that your other window cleaner never showed up, but why don't we get you on the schedule and it's pretty much streamless free? And I know that you said he charged $25. And I understand that, that was probably a good price for you at that time, but we are brick and mortar and we're a professional company and we're going to make sure we're there on time. Whether it's wintertime, fall time, or really hot in the summertime, we're always going to be here for you. Really? Yeah. Okay. How much is that? It's going to be $40, okay? But I'm going to tell you, the first cleaning is going to be a little bit more just because it's like a new construction out there. It's pretty dirty. Inside here, it looks beautiful. The floors look gorgeous. It doesn't match your guys' windows, so we're going to, uniform those. It'll be $75 for the first time clean, initial clean, and then after that, it'll be $40. How's that sound? We'll get you on the schedule next Tuesday. Dave says, all right, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, let's do it. Do we have to sign an agreement? No, it's just a handshake thing. If you like us, great. If you don't like us, you can just, we can do away with us later, okay? So we'll put you on the schedule. Dave, thank you so much for choosing Bland Services. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Kyle's a great guy. I know he's late. He says he's playing video game. Be gentle on him, okay? He seems like a really good guy. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Never on time, but he's a good guy. That's what it takes to sell, okay? If you're not doing those steps, if you're not bringing in, quote unquote, your bucket and you're collecting all this stuff to use against them, then you're letting all that information, all this ammunition, if you will, go to the wayside and you have nothing other than, oh, you already have a window cleaner? Thanks for your day. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. Have a great day. You probably wouldn't even got to Dave. You would have got to Kyle and Kyle would have gave you some BS answer like, I don't know, I think we have a window cleaner. Oh, okay, Kyle, thanks. Now you feel obligated to order coffee. So now that potential client, just instead of earning money from them, just costs you money because you got to buy a $5 coffee, right? So there's a little piece of information. If you guys like to be coached on this, I love to coach people. We'll do, we'll do a coaching session with you guys if you guys are interested in it. It does cost. If you guys are interested, it's $99.95 a conversation for a half hour. Love to talk to you guys. Until next time, I love you. Hey, don't forget your sales bucket. I promise you, you can use this as an ammunition bucket, whatever you want to call this. Just take it with you because if not, you guys are losing out on a ton of business and all you're doing is clerking. Beep. Have a good day, guys. Love you. Bye.